Hey guys, there's something I want to talk to you about today. So let's talk about it. Um, of course, a big issue right now for anyone who pays attention to YouTube and gaming and vlogging and things of that nature is the monetization requirements. Um, and I have them pulled up on my computer as well, so I want to be able to read them so I can make sure I read them accurately to you. So if you see my head glance over, I am looking at my other monitor reading them off. So just ignore that. But with YouTube I call it the 2017. It's really just the previous, however word you want to use. The past requirements for YouTube monetization, or the YouTube Partnership Program as they like to call it, was 10,000 lifetime views. That took a long time to get there, but that wasn't terrible. And it did incur that you had to stay consistent and create worthy content to be viewed. His 10,000 lifetime views is a lot. But in YouTube, in January of 2018, so January of this year, and I'm gonna read the eligibility program threshold directly from the screen, so you know that it's 100% accurate. And this is from Google's YouTube support page. It says, all YouTube creators can apply to join as long as the program is available in your country. Once a channel reaches 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers, it will be reviewed to join the program. The program threshold allows us to significantly improve our ability to identify creators who contribute positively to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them and away from bad actors. These standards also help us to prevent potentially inappropriate videos from monetizing, which can hurt revenue for everyone. So when they made that change, there's a little idea behind it, because it's, people can just upload nonsense and clickbait, which was becoming a problem. I think anyone who has spent time on YouTube can understand that that has been a problem. And initially I thought it was a pretty decent idea to address, but the problem that creates is for smaller content creators. It makes it much, much more difficult to get to that point where YouTubers that have inspired us reached it based on the 10,000 lifetime views. And yeah, that hurts, because not because that we're all out here like, oh, we just want money. That's not it at all, actually. It's the idea that everyone works hard and you want to be rewarded for your hard work. I think that's a fair idea. You work hard, you should get rewarded for it. That's what I would think would be a pretty good trade-off. But what YouTube has done is gone in and said, okay, we've had some bad apples in the last few years. We're going to make it really, really difficult to get to this point now. And the problem is that when you're looking at that, you have to have 4,000 watched hours in 12 months. So I started uploading in August. So if I wanted to get into YouTube Partnership Program by next year, I would have to have 4,000 watched hours between August of this year and August of next year. That is not, I will say, however, that is not upload hours. That is not how many hours you have uploaded or content hours that you have. That is how many hours your content has been watched, which does make it sound a little bit better. But when you still look at 4,000 hours, you have 24 hours in a day. That is a lot of time spent watching your content. And that can be a good thing, because it does have to require it to be good content, or else it's not going to get that many views. And that's a pretty fair assessment. But at the same time, not a lot of people can sit down and etch out X many hours watched. And yeah, that is part of the community thing that I preach a lot. But the other issue is 1,000 subscribers. Now that is, I do believe that is at any point just having the 1,000 subscribers. But getting to that point is also a a lot more difficult than getting the 10,000 views because you don't have to subscribe to view. Yeah, I could go to anyone's YouTube channel and watch their content, never hit the subscribe button. Which you should totally hit the subscribe button if you want to see the content. Because they give us a little notification bell now that you should also hit. Tells you when we upload a video. Show your support, hit that notification bell, leave a like on the video, all that fun stuff that you've heard a million times on every other YouTuber. But the idea that they've made it harder is very discouraging for someone that is looking at starting making content. Because you look at other avenues like Twitch. Twitch is the most popular streaming site. Streaming is a lot easier than streaming and making videos because it's less time consuming than streaming and making videos because editing takes a long time to do in of itself. And Twitch has what they call the affiliate program, and I'm going to read that off to you and let you see how much easier it is, and I'll explain the benefits of that after I read it off. So reading straight from Twitch's help support site right here. The criteria for affiliates is likely to change as we develop the program. At launch, we invited non-partnered broadcasters who have at least 500 total minutes broadcast in the last 30 days, at least 7 unique broadcast days in the last 30 days, an average of 3 concurrent viewers or more over the last 30 days, and at least 50 followers. So, and they will invite you via email. You don't have to go through a process of an application. They keep tabs on it, and they send you an email to invite you to join that. But an affiliate gives you an opportunity to allow people to subscribe. And on Twitch, to subscribe for 1 month is $4.99. At least in the United States. I don't know what it would be in other countries. But subscribing in the United States is $4.99. Twitch gets 50% of that. The streamer gets 50% of that. The streamer gets other benefits, such as being able to take donations and other things of that as well, which becomes awesome. And honestly, it helps the streamers out a lot because a lot of, especially the affiliates, they have other jobs. These guys don't just sit around and stream all day. At least the ones trying to make money doing it. They don't. A lot of the affiliates, they have other jobs, and so that what is essentially $2.50 may not sound like a whole lot, but you multiply that across a couple hundred subscribers, it adds up very quickly. It helps a lot with bills and any kind of financial needs that person may have. And honestly, I could see the streaming industry and Twitch overtaking YouTube sometime in the next decade. That's not a knock on YouTube. That's just the growing popularity of streaming and how popular it's becoming amongst younger people. And they're spending more time watching streams as opposed to videos. And plus, one advantage of streaming is you're a lot more raw. You're a lot more real. You're not hiding behind, editing out clips and this, that, and another. You get that person who's sitting behind the camera at that point in their life. And I think it's awesome. That's why I stream. Just let you guys get to know me. I feel like I can connect more on streams than I can on videos. But that's the reason I started streaming. But Twitch also has a partnership program, which I don't know the requirements for it. But it comes after... I'm trying to recall it off the top of my head. I want to say it's 500 subscribers can get you eligible for the partnership program, and that of course comes with other things as well. And then they just increase your benefits as well, and Twitch pays you directly as opposed to getting subscribers. But the YouTube has really been kicking themselves in the teeth a lot more of late, just because YouTube decided here in the last few weeks to really crack down on foul language, and I don't really want to say graphic imagery because that's always been something they've cracked down on, but they've gotten even more strict on it now. And that's hurt a lot of YouTubers that have been doing this for a long time, just because these guys have spent years branding themselves, marketing themselves in such a way to attract their intended audience. And now YouTube is saying, hey, if you want to make money, you got to change what you're doing. And on my channel, I personally don't use foul language, but that's just a personal thing of mine. It has nothing to do with trying to get monetized or anything like that. It's just the kind of way that I want to run my channel. Like, that's just the way I've chosen. And these other people have chosen to use foul language or things like that. And part of that's not just them making that choice. It's the, maybe they were brought up differently than I was or something along those lines. Nothing wrong with that. That is their choice. They have made that choice. Kudos to them for being consistent, because my number one thing for anyone has just always been being consistent, being honest, being consistent. That's the two big things for me. If you're those two things, you're gonna get along with me just fine. But dealing with that issue, that really hurts a lot of current YouTubers, because these guys spend so much time, so much effort, so much money making these videos and pushing them out, for a lot of cases, daily. A lot of them probably have hired editors, hired thumbnail makers. So if they're not making money, those that they have hired aren't making money either. And so they're sitting there, it's like, and with any YouTuber, especially those that are monetized, they have millions of subscribers, that is their career. YouTube is what they do for a living. And that's being taken away from them. And I personally don't agree with that. I feel bad for them, I really do. But, it's kind of like the whole boss versus worker scenario. If your boss tells you can't wear a white shirt to work, or you're not going to get paid on the days you wear a white shirt, I mean, you hate it, but your boss ain't going to change, so you got to stop wearing white shirts. It's simple as that. And you hate it because deep down, it's very difficult to change. And this transition period of changing is going to push a lot of YouTubers down for a little while. So if you're watching this and you're like, why is so-and-so not uploading as much recently? It's because they're having to change and go back and edit videos that they had ready to post, that now they have to take the language or whatever out of it to where they could get monetized, because this is their career. This is how they make money. And so I personally speak for all content creators, and I ask for patience on their part. I ask for patience on their part, because they're doing everything they can, and it's an adjustment for everyone. But that was just a problem that a lot of people have been talking about. And as a content creator that is not being monetized right now by anything, Twitch, YouTube, anything, I felt I wanted to give my 2 cents on it and really kind of talk about what we had to look forward to and maybe what could be coming up. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me rant for a few minutes. I know it was a little bit spread out and all that. I'm still adjusting to the whole making video thing. I hope to get better at it as time goes on. But I thank you guys for all your support. I thank you for all the prayers, all the watched hours, all the subscriptions, all that you're giving me so far. And I look forward to a great time with all of you. Making videos together, laughing together, ranting together. Just enjoying, just going through this thing called life together. That's what I want to do with all of you, is to go through life with you. But that's where I'm going to leave this rant, because if I go on any longer, then it's going to turn from a rant into a ramble. So I'm going to leave it there. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think about the new YouTube monetization rules and where you think they're trying to go with it. And I might update this later. Might post a new video with an altered reason if you guys give me a good enough reason to. Be sure to, like I said, leave a like on the video, leave a comment on the video, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell. You'll get a notification every time I post a video. So, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Peace, love, and potato chips.